So here we are, the final chapter of basic Java. From variables, to if-else, to loops, to arrays. Learned a lot. One last topic before we end things up. Let's do it then. Imagine you are writing a program to find if the number is odd or even. You wrote a program for that. You would create a variable, assign some value to it, odd or even. Then check if the number you have entered is odd or even using the if-else statement and print back the result. Now say, you want to enter a number to check in the program while the program is running on your computer. In real time. So, it means you need to give input to the computer, which will then be stored in a variable, and then that variable will be checked. So how do we do this in Java? So to achieve this, we need use scanner command of Java. Let's see how this works. In the first line, the command creates an object SC of the scanner class. Now, what the heck are classes and objects? Easy, for now just think that it is something Java has created for us to use, and this is the way to use it. Classes and object will be covered in the coming chapters. So using SC we can get the input which is passed to the program. But how? Now, when we run a Java program, a window pops up, which has a black screen. It's called the console window. When the program is running, a cursor underscore will be blinking. That is where we need to pass the input. So the input passed is then stored into an int variable using a command of the scanner class. IESC.nextInt. Post that it's the same old process, which we follow to work on the variable and check if it's an odd or even number. Your code will look something like this. And once it is run, the output will look like this. Similarly, you can take words as input using the scanner class like this. So this was how we can take input from the user while the program is running and store it in a variable for further processing. That was one of the easiest process. There are a few other ways. But the other ways are tricky, and we will learn them in our advanced courses. So here we are. The end of the basic Java course. Hope you have learned something from this. But there is no end to education. It is not that you read a book, pass an examination, and are finished with education. Our entire life, from the moment we are born to the moment we die, is a learning process.
Have you ever wondered, how can we take the input from a user? In Java, we have a class called the scanner class, which helps us to take input from a user. Let's see how to use the scanner command. But first, we will need to import the scanner class from the util package. Util package has predefined classes, such as a scanner class, collection, etc. This is the important statement we will use to import the scanner class. Now let's look at some examples to take input from the user. With this program, we can take the integer values from the user. In the first line, we are creating an object SC of the scanner class. Using this nextInt function, we can accept the integer values. Similarly, to take strings, we use this nextLine function,